The Magic Faraway Tree by Enid Blyton. Chapter 23. The Land of Tempers. The four children and Mr. Whatzisname hunted in every corner of Moonface's house, but there was no message anywhere from their friends. "I say, that's old Stampalot coming back," said Franny. "I can hear him shouting, 'Let's get out quick.'" "We can go down the slippery slip," said Joe. But he was wrong. The slippery slip was stuffed with all kinds of things, cushions, branches, carpets, leaves, and nobody could possibly get down it. The children were all staring at it, puzzled, when Sir Stampalot came back. And my goodness, what a rage he was in. He'd bumped his head and his back in falling down the tree, and he had a tremendous bruise on his left cheek. He came in, bellowing like a bull. "How dare you go into my house?" he stormed. "How dare you pry into my business? I'll throw you out! I'll throw you out!" He tried to get hold of Franny, but Joe and Rick stopped him. "We're 5-1, said Joe. "You might as well keep your temper, or we may do a bit of throwing out too. We're going, because we can only get fibs out of you, and it's quite plain that our friends are not here. But you'll feel very sorry for yourself when we do find our friends, and we all come back to tell you exactly what we think." Stampalot was furious. He began to throw things after the children and Whatzisname as soon as they'd gone out of the house. Crash, that was the clock. Clatter, there was a picture. Bang, that was a chair. "Oh, dear, poor Moonface won't find a single thing in his house when he gets home," said Joe, dodging a soup plate that came flying past his head. "Now what shall we do next? Perhaps we'd better go down to Silky's house and we'll maybe see if we can find anything out from Lady Yellowround, or whatever her name was." Nobody really wanted to see Lady Yellowround, but they saw her before they expected to. As they climbed down to where Dame Washalot lived, they heard a fierce quarrel going. "You emptied your dirty water down on me just as I was going shopping," yelled an angry voice. "You did! You did! You did!" Then came Dame Washalot's voice. "I did! I did! I did I? Well, I'm glad. If people can't look out for my washing water, it's their own fault. Look how wet I am. Look at me," came the other voice. "I don't want to look at you. You're a most unpleasant person," said Dame Washalot. "Now look out. Here comes some more water." There was a sound of splashing, and then squeals and screams from Lady Yellowround as she got the whole lot on top of her. The children began to giggle. They climbed down to where Dame Washalot was standing by her empty tub, grinning as she looked down the tree. Lady Yellowround was hurriedly climbing up and dripping wet. Her shopping basket was still in her hand. "Dame Washalot, have you heard anything about Silky and the others?" "Oh, no, not a thing," said the old dame. "Well, all I know is that bad-tempered creature who calls herself Lady Yellowround has taken Silky's house and says that Silky said she could have it because she, Silky, wanted to go and live for a while in the Land of Tempers, a thing I don't believe at all. For a sweeter-tempered person than little Silky I could never imagine to find." "It's very funny," said Joe, frowning. "Silky, Moonface and Saucepan disappear, and these two terrible people take their places. There's only one thing to do. We'd better just pop up into the Land of Tempers to see if by any chance they have gone there." "Oh, no, well, that's dangerous," said Dame Washalot. "Once you lose your temper up there, you have to live there for always. And you might easily lose your temper with the cross lot of people who live there. Oh, I can't think how it is that these two have been able to actually leave." "It does sound dangerous," said Joe. "But I think if we could all keep our tempers, well, if we knew that we had to, then maybe we'd be okay. And simply, I don't know what else to do. Perhaps it would be best if I just went by myself, and then the others wouldn't have to risk getting into danger." But the others wouldn't hear of Joe going by himself. "We share in this," said Rick. "If you can go to the Land of Tempers and keep your temper, we can too. We need only go up and ask if Silky and the others are there too. And if they're not, we can come back straight away." "Right, OK, well then, we'd better go now," said Joe. So up the tree they went, and then up the ladder through the hole in the cloud and into the Land of Tempers. Well, it was a funny land. There was such a lot of shouting and quarrelling going on, such crashing noises made by people throwing things in a rage, such a stamping and a yelling. Oh, goodness, I vote we don't stay here long, said Joe, dodging a miss as a bag was thrown. Oh, look, my gosh, this is crazy. Did you see that bag flying past my face? Look, let's ask that man over there and see if he's seen Silky or the others. So he asked him. But the man glared at them and answered rudely, "Don't come bothering me with your silly questions. Can't you see I'm in a hurry?" He pushed Joe roughly, and the little boy at once felt very angry. He was just about to push the man roughly too when Franny whispered to him, "Joe, don't lose your temper. Smile, quickly, smile." So Joe made himself smile, for he knew that no one can really lose his temper when he's smiling. The man glared at him and went away. "Oh, well, I can see that it would be jolly difficult to live here without getting angry almost every minute of the day," said Joe. "Hey, there, excuse me, do you know anything about our friends Silky, Moonface and Saucepan?" The boy he was calling to stopped and put out his tongue at Joe. Yeah, he said. "Do you think I'm here to answer your questions, funny face?" "No, I don't," said Joe, "but I thought perhaps you might be polite enough to help me." The boy made a lot of rude faces at all of them and then pulled Franny's hair very sharply before he ran off. Rick and Joe felt angry because they saw the tears coming into Franny's eyes and they began to run after the boy shouting. "Oh no, Rick, Joe, come back," cried Whatzisname. "You're losing your tempers again." "So we are," said the boys, and they stopped and made themselves look very pleasant and friendly. Whatzisname went to meet them. As he went, two naughty little boys ran up. One put out his foot, and poor old Whatzisname tripped over it, bang, on his nose. The boys stood and laughed till they cried. Whatzisname got up, his face one big frown. "I'll teach you to trip me up," he cried. "Oh, smile, Whatzisname, smile," cried Beth. "Don't look like that, you're losing your temper, smile quickly." Whatzisname had to smile, but it was very, very difficult. The two bad boys had run off. The children went walking on, telling themselves that they must remember, whatever happened, not to lose their tempers. They met a very grand-looking fellow wearing a gold chain about his shoulders. They thought he must be one of the head men of the Land of Tempers, and nobody liked to speak to him. But suddenly Franny called to him. "Do you know where Sir Stampalot and Lady Yellowround are?" she asked. The haughty-looking man stopped in surprise. "No, I don't," he said. "They have disappeared, and I am very, very angry about it. Do you know where they are?" "Yes, I do," said Franny boldly. "Oh, where are they then?" asked the man. "I'll tell you the answer to your question if you'll answer one of mine," said Franny. "Very well," said the man. "Have our friends Silky, Moonface and Saucepan come to live here for a while?" asked Franny. "Certainly not," said the man. "I've never heard of them. No one is allowed to live here unless they first lose their tempers and then get permission from me to take a house. And now, tell me where Stampalot and Lady Yellowround are." "Well, they escaped from your land and are living in the Faraway tree," said Franny. "But they're not allowed to do that," cried the head man. "How dare they? I didn't even know we were near the Faraway tree. Well, wait till I catch them. I'll shake them till their teeth rattle. I'll scold them till they shiver like jellies." "Well, that would be very nice if you would," said Franny. "Goodbye, we're going." The others joined her as she ran towards the hole in the cloud. "Oh, how brave and clever you are, Franny," said Joe. "I should never have thought of all that. Oh, I'm quite sure that Silky and the others aren't up here." "Well, I was very afraid of that head man," said Franny, "but I just couldn't speak one more word to him. Come on, Hurry up. Let's all get back to the tree. Silky isn't here. I can't imagine where they all are. Oh, there's something very, very, very mysterious about it all. They all climbed down the ladder to the tree, thankful to leave behind the horrible land of tempers. They went down to Silky's house and peeped in at the window. Lady Yellow-Round wasn't there. I vote we go in and have a look around, said Joe. They tried the door, but it was locked, and the key had been taken. Oh, bother. Well, I'm sure I don't know what to do, said Joe, but we simply must do something. And that is the end of that chapter. Oh, my goody figs, the land of tempers. So what's the lesson we've learnt there? Is it okay to lose our tempers? Should we ever lose our tempers? Are people who lose their temper and get angry and cross, are they very nice to be around? Would you like to go up to the land of tempers? Oh, no, I certainly wouldn't. Definitely wouldn't. So I'm glad the children got back. What do you think is going to happen to Sir Stamperlot and Lady Yellow-Round now? What do you think will happen to them? Do you think the man's going to come down, the head man? Do you think he'll come and get them? And if he does, and Moonface and Silky's houses are their own again, oh, when do you think that they'll come back? Do you think they will come back? Where do you think they've gone if they're not in the land of tempers? What do you think has happened to Moonface, Silky and Saucepan? Well, let's see if you can guess, and we will find out, hopefully, tomorrow. Bye-bye.